Okay, now let's look at how the final part, how we're gonna go from 1900 to 1943. So we have reached till the closest century year, which will give 0 odd days. Okay, then we reached till 1900 by using a while loop, and we got the closest year to whatever given year to us, and we calculated the number of odd days, which was 1 here. Now we gonna jump from this position to this position, final position. So here I have given the snippet. So you can see I is initialized to 0 and while loop is started. As far as I is greater than equal to 0, this will be executed. Okay, if condition is checked all the time. This is outer statement, if condition, and there is second statement which is increasing the value of I. So it will check if this condition will meet or not, else it will keep on incrementing the value of I. Okay, so what it will check? It will check I plus close year, that is it will keep on increasing the value from 1900 to 1901, 1902, 3, 4, 5, and it will check whether it is greater than your given year 1943 or not. So if this condition will be satisfied, it will come inside, and here the I value will be 44. Okay, I value is starting from 0, it will keep on increasing. When this will be 1944, this will be greater than 1943, right? So I will be, I have commented it, I is equal to 44, you can see. So if now you have I value of I minus 1 you want, right? 43 you want. So if 43 is divisible by 4, you can see your leap year will be I divided by 4. So how many of them out of 43 years are leap year? That is what I am calculating here. So if 43 is divisible by 4, which is not here, it would have stored in leap year I divided by 4. Okay, but it is not. So else if it will check, if it is not divisible by 4 means remainder is not 0, not divisible, then leap year will be integer value of I divided by 4. So 43 divided by 4 is what? 1 0 some 10, right? 10 will be the value. So leap year will be 43 divided by 4 is 10.75. This is the value when you will divide this. So it will take only the integer part, means it will take the 10 will be stored here in leap year. Now normal year out of 43 will be 43 minus 10. Okay, so that will take 33. So 33. So after completing this whole line, you will have leap year is equal to 10 and normal years is equal to 33. So out of 43, how many are leap year and how many are normal year? That's what I am checking. Once I will get these guys, my job is done, and I'll break this while loop. I'll come out of it. Okay, and once I'll get these guys, I can calculate the odd days. Leap year odd days will be equal to leap year into 2. So you have you know that for 1 year leap year provides 2 odd days. So for 10 years you will have 10 into 2, so 20 odd days. Similarly for a normal year, normal odd days, if you will calculate, each year provides 1 odd day, so 33 year will provide 33 odd days. So our job is done, everything is done. So first we have calculated the closest century year, that will provide 0 odd days. Then we went till the closest year, which will provide some number of odd days, that is first I am calling it as. Then by this process, the third process, we were able to calculate leap year and normal years odd days. So that is 2 and 3. The total will be 1, 2 and 3, and this will be the number of odd days for 1943. So this long process you have done just for calculating the number of odd days for 1943, your given year. Okay, now what we will do is we will find the number of odd days for months and for day. That will be easier compared to this. This was the most hectic part. first step is this, then second step is this, then third step is this, and finally you got the total number of odd days for the given year. Okay, so we'll be defining in function form. All of these will be in function form. So in year form, in year function, you will have all this. Now we're gonna do for month, and then we're gonna do it for day. So you will get a feel that how everything works. See, I know it is getting very long, the video is getting very long, and the code looks very dirty, and but believe me, you will be able to find a date of any year from this code. Even if you will try to find out for 1000 year or 15 year or let's say 120 year, any year, let's say 2020 or 2040 or 2090 also, you will provide a date of this year, you will get the day of this year. So that is the benefit, means it is generalized. I'm telling you, it is generalized. You will just feed the date and you will get the output as day, no matter if it is in 10,000 years ahead or 10 years ahead or in the past as well. And I will cross check everything from the online data. I'll show you everything. So this hard work pays off. That's what I'm telling you. It will be generalized and you can use it anytime, anywhere. Okay, so that's how I'm treating this problem. So let's go to the month side. Now year part is done, so I'll code it, and then I'll show everything. But first we will complete month and day wise, means how you wanna calculate the odd days for a month and for a day, given day. Okay, so yeah.